Today we're making a cocktail in a big ass beer glass because we wanna.
And we do. It's really good. And surprise, surprise, not all beers are the same.
Oops.
Whoops.
Tell us about what you actually picked up by mistake.
And also, we're looking for some feedback.
Right.
We give some honest feedback. We're not looking for internet men first.
We're probably about to expose ourselves to you.
Help fund the Common Man Cocktails bar mat. We need to sell 50 to fund the project. Head over to awesomedrinks.com/mat. Buy your mat, support the project, and be awesome.
Welcome to Common Man Cocktails. I'm your host, Derrick Schommer. I've got with me Ian Andrews.
You finger on the camera there?
A little bit. Sometimes I just like to get really personal with my
Kiss the ring.
with my people.
Yeah. Kiss the ring.
My people.
It's
a reference to
it is role models, yeah. Sorry. So today we're making a classic shandy.
Yep. It's classic.
Shandy gaff.
1800s, 1900s style, late 1800s.
This is another Dale DeGraff.
Dale
DeGraff
book,
cocktail.
Yep, and I thought I saw this. I was just browsing through. I had another cocktail, which we'll maybe do next week. And I saw this. I was like, I remember when Ian brought over that Shandy. Like, he liked the Shandy beers. Yeah. And I looked up Shandy online, and it was like, it's a beer and lemonade. And what Dale said was, this is the original because it doesn't have...
Oh, yeah! So close.
I can't dance because of my neck.
I can't dance. I can't.
So...
Dude, when's the last time?
Well, like 2 weeks ago.
Really? You do it. The first time I ever had Shandy, this is... You are so strong, man.
You loosened it for me, and you loosened it for him.
That's what happens. First time I had Shandy, I was with my dad. I was 17. We went to Scotland when I graduated high school. It was like after graduation.
Yeah.
And Schweppes, you know, Schweppes ginger ale,
yeah.
They made a Shandy in a can. And it was beer and lemonade. And you just buy it over there like soda.
Right.
It was so good. And I always thought it was a great drink after that.
So this is nothing like the classic Shandy. I like how I asked for ale. And
it was either that or buy a 12-pack or something. There you go.
I just tilted it. It's hard to do from across the table. I could have guessed it brought it over. What are we drinking here? Great Rhythm Brewing?
Yeah. I've never had this before. Try it. Is it good?
Is this an ale?
Read the bottle.
It's pretty hoppy. Oh, hop stock.
Oh, shit.
Oh, my God. You have an IPA here.
I got the wrong ale.
No, that's an ale. It's just an India Pale Ale.
It's an India Pale Ale. Shoot. I read ale.
Where? It's an ale.
Oh, I grabbed the wrong bottle.
Well, dude, I did that out too. Like where they look very similar.
Yeah.
You know how many times I bought peach salsa? Question of the day: what do you buy at the store that you realize it's not that bad?
It's pretty good. It's a low alcohol. It's 6.5, so it's not too bad.
That you buy and you went, oh, it's the wrong one. Like for instance, instead of confectioner's sugar, you use like cornstarch because
instead of whipping cream, you use heavy cream.
Yeah, and the labels are close.
So 8 ounces of ginger beer, 8 ounces of ale, 1 ounce of orange curacao, and a half an ounce of fresh lemon juice. I'm going to start going ahead to pour these into.
Yeah, you just got to build this into a glass, so you don't have to do anything crazy.
I'm trying to be exact with the measurements. You probably wouldn't do this normally if you're just making a Shandy at home necessarily. You might use a measuring cup.
Whatevs.
Because see what happens when you pour it like that? I just fucked everything up.
What do you mean?
I just dumped it and it got all frothy on me.
Well, you are measuring out a beer, so there's that. I'm gonna add in a half ounce of fresh lemon juice. Ready? Done.
You want to do an ounce of orange curacao?
Oh yes! An ounce.
Ounce. It occurs to me we could have done this in a smaller proportion.
Why?
In a smaller glass.
What?
I don't know.
Just it's a Shandy. There's no wrong way of making it, right? We're just gonna add ice to it. You don't have to. You could do it. What I was thinking is we could do it in a glass like this. You would just need to lower your proportion so it would fit in a 16-ounce glass. But Shandies are supposed to be light and refreshing, so there's nothing to say we can't just
this is gonna be light and refreshing.
Make it light and refreshing.
Look at that. Doesn't that look light and refreshing?
It does. Looks like it needs bitters.
I don't know. Let's taste it first.
I need bitters. It's got hops.
I like it.
You didn't even let it splash past your...
I tasted it on the first glug. That's good.
What does that smell like? That smells like crazy.
That could be dangerous. I think I'm already dizzy. Grab it like a man.
Whoa.
We could use your shooters.
Oh, that would have been brilliant.
Yeah. That's good.
There's a little bit of hop
into it, yeah.
If it would probably be slightly more refreshing without the hop finish.
I don't know if I agree or disagree with that because
either.
I find hops can be very refreshing sometimes.
I don't find like bittering hops to be as refreshing as aromatic ones, but
okay.
I'm also, I mean, hops, they sometimes bother me. I have to be in the mood for hops.
Yeah.
And heavy hops. All hops are good to have.
Like Hop
but
Devil and like
like over hops. This is not an over hopped beer. Like over hopped beer is over the top. This is just a hoppy
beer. It's a
decent It's an
balance.
IPA.
Yeah.
IPAs typically will have more hop than not.
That's the whole point of an IPA.
Apparently. I mean, IPA should be more alcohol.
Aside from being my initials, IPA stands for India Pale Ale. And the reason it's heavily hopped is because hops were a preservative.
It has to make it across the sea.
It had to make it from Britain to India, where the East India Trading Company was, so without spoiling. So they
lots of hops, lots of
beer,
alcohol.
Yeah.
So that it can't go bad.
Exactly. Because they tried getting beer to India in a whole bunch of other ways, and the beer would spoil before they got there.
Right.
It's not like they had cargo planes. They had to ship the stuff via the ocean. So.
But that's how they also find out barrel aging works.
And also, I think they...
not to India, but...
Hops were also anti-scurvy, weren't they? So it was...
There's a citrus, I think.
Citrus effect to it.
Yeah,
so it was good for the sailors as well.
I'm not going to go down on paper, say that, and be sued for it from the lawyers out there. You know what you're talking about!
For some reason, I think I read that. I'll say that.
I think you might be right.
I've been right once or twice.
Oh,
it doesn't
it's
happen
supposed
very
to have
often, but...
a lemon twist.
Oh.
Now it's done. Does it taste better?
Totally different.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's actually pretty easy to drink.
It's really easy to drink. You get the ginger in there. Definitely get the ginger in there.
The ginger comes before the hop and the beer and the ale.
And then the hops and that kind of linger.
Yeah. The orange curacao is kind of neat, but you're playing off the citrus idea. Exactly. Citrus, I don't know why you need to add more.
I don't know.
It's orange. The beer is typically that color.
It's amber.
Yeah. Well, the reason you wouldn't add
That's what I thought
blue,
I grabbed. I thought I grabbed an amber ale, not an IPA. I should have paid more attention. I was in a hurry. I was stressed out with traffic.
The only other option I would have had was to use Shandy, which you had upstairs, which would be redundant.
Right.
And
so Shandy.
Right.
Shandy.
That just seemed a little weird. I wanted to try and be a little bit more traditional, and maybe an IPA would probably be more of what they might have used back then.
That's possible.
Because of the traveling times and everything. So there's nothing necessarily wrong with it. A little bit of shock and awe when I saw it. Well, I saw the thing that's on the side that says hop stock. I'm like, oh god, we're gonna get hopped to death. But it's not that bad.
It's still not bad, yeah.
It's a refreshing drink. For my personal preference, again, beer is the recipe.
Where are they from? The Great Rhythm Brewing Company. I'm gonna give them a little pimp out. Portsmouth, that's a local brewery. Portsmouth, New Hampshire.
I like the bottle because it's very basic. It doesn't look like they went too out of their way.
It's your standard Belgian-sized bottle.
I get the rhythm. The ginger is nice. There's a little bit of ginger heat at the end. Yep. Not too much, because that ginger doesn't have that ginger beer we're using.
We're using the Capnealized. Yeah. It's not like the main root or even a Gosling's.
No, it's not over the top. Gingery. But it was in stock here on my floor, so that's why we get that. I went all.
I was gonna say I got ginger beer home, but I don't. I brought it over to Dan's place for the Super Bowl.
Oh, I see how it's gonna be. You just take that away and leave me with nothing.
Yep. Sorry. I did bring the beer and the cream.
That's true.
You can make some more whipped cream now.
Bring the cream!
I always bring the cream.
I guess you could make whipped cream with heavy, as long as you don't use cornstarch.
Yeah.
When you do that. So if you want to try a shandy that's more classic... We had whipped cream on top of the Golden Cadillac. It was like, when we shake it, we had the heavy cream on top. It was like a whipped cream. It's like whipped.
Yeah.
You just whipped the hell out of it.
We shook it. Shook cream.
I'm not a beer and fruit vegetable type person, but...
I'm not opposed.
I'm also, beer and lemonade. I still like beer, just beer.
Beer's good.
But this is kind of the way it should have been. So now people could go and make this, try it, and when you have a shandy with somebody who goes ghetto with Budweiser and lemonade, you could be like, hey, if you ever want to make a real shandy, what you need is some curacao ginger beer ale. That's the way they did it back in the day. Yeah. And then you look like a smart
common man
person.
Knowledge on your friends.
Right. Just you could say you found it. You don't have to tell them the secret to your success. Drop
the mic.
That's right. Boom!
That just happened.
That happened. I love when things happen on the show. We're done. You can get the epic ultimate beer glasses at OzDrink.com.
Another drink.
These are on
the only
sale,
other
too.
time I remember we made this was with the The pass out cocktail. Yeah, Absolute.
Yeah.
Someone was just saying in the chat room they were going to make that. I'm like, oh, that's a good cocktail.
It was good. The Absolute, it was
Yeah,
really good.
you can make the
You're gonna have to
pass-out
link that
cocktail.
below.
He loves to do it at the end of the episode.
I do. So now you gotta watch the whole episode to remember what to link.
No, what happens is I watch the whole episode, but I try and pre-fetch and get stuff all ready and rendered, and then all of a sudden I go, oh, and start over again. So that's where you get that. If you're looking for just general beer mugs, Austin Drinks is trying to get rid of their stock of beer mugs because they don't sell very well because we do more cocktails.
Right, makes sense.
I'll keep this one because this one always it's a hit.
And you know what? Sometimes we make big
obnoxious.
cocktails.
Right.
You know,
You can do anything with that. This one is
you can
definitely
knock
more
people out
generic.
with this thing. You drink enough booze out of this thing, you get hammered. Now you want to start a fight. It's
Right.
like brass
It's like
knuckles.
a weapon
It's
and drinking at the same time.
glass knuckles, right?
If you need some glass knuckles, that's it. If you know you're about to punch somebody in the face and you need something to help you out, you can use that. If
that's
not
cartoonish.
right, and if that's not good enough, you go to Ostrich, you get yourself some glass straws, and you go snash.
And then you send the glass straw back, and you get it replaced for free.
Right, I'll send it right to the prison.
Question of the day.
Question of the day.
Right to the day.
What's your thought on CMC making more craft-style cocktails?
Thoughts on Common Man Cocktails making craft cocktails? This is
That's kind of the
probably not a
direction,
craft
right?
cocktail, but yeah, I mean, you could. Here's the thing: people say, you guys are going above and beyond, making all kinds of crazy stuff. I could, if you wanted, take 5 juices and 2 spirits and just continue to make the same stuff. Or we kind of have to reach and pull from history, pull from new tech, old tech, bring the Vinique, bring the Martinez, and bring in these classic drinks and kind of bring it all together.
Here's the problem.
It's like a
You've got
mixing pot.
1,600, 1,700 videos at this point.
1,700.
At some point, you have
more.
to start branching out to get some different content.
Right.
I mean, if you want,
I could bore you with the same thing over and over with different
there's
ratios.
a whole library of drinks that you can do that are not stretching
Right.
your alcohol library or your palate too much.
Right.
And
I
then-
like to stretch the palate out.
I mean, after 6 years, 7 years, that's a good thing to start expanding. If you're
on
into
7.
this stuff. You know, if you want to stick to the same old drinks, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. I tend to stick to a drink for a while. I'm on whiskey sours now. You got me hooked.
But that's the thing is, if you watch 300 episodes and 2 drinks pull you in and they become your drink for that year, then I've done my job. You did something different. You didn't drink the same freaking Mai Tai for the last 7 years. You moved, sangria. Ball. Put down your sangria. Drink something different. Add some fruit to this.
Pick up a Clover Rose. Drink something with hibiscus. It's really
Anything.
good. There's so many good drinks out there. I can't even think of the number of drinks that I've gone away from just being here and taking somewhere else, and people are like, "That's an amazing drink."
People don't think about it.
Yeah.
And then they have it and they're like, "Oh, that was brilliant."
And the other thing is,
You're a genius now.
You're not every drink is going to be for you. I mean, we've had drinks on here that we unanimously hate.
Right.
Some that we, split decision hate, split decision like. So everybody's got different tastes. The point is to expose it all to you,
Right.
So that you
we
can,
want to
like-
expose everything to you. So,
If there weren't kids in the room right now, I'd be exposing things.
so what do you think?
You just
I want
saved the
your
internet,
opinion,
Brianna.
and I don't want like yes, no, awesome. First, like this, you're cool. No, write in. I want an essay, 2 words or less or greater.
Like a Hispanic gangster.
No, I was thinking like a paragraph or less.
Oh, you're looking for input.
I want feedback. At least like 100 words. Make it intelligent sounding. You can use emoticon stuff you want. You can use whatever.
All right, I
We're
get the
done.
point.
Yeah, we've
There's your
overdone it.
drinks.
Shandy, get
There's
your
your
stuff,
glasses.
awesome drinks, and
We gotta go because Jennifer's gonna whip us.
we got a shot coming
Yeah.
up. So
EverydayDrinkers.com for everything else. We're done.
we're done.
Get your drink.
Saying it's a Bloody Mary.
That's significantly more than half booze, isn't it? It's like 8 3/4, and then you get 9.
I could have reduced the ingredients, but I wanted some shock factor.
That's a shot. Jesus. Order one of those at your local bar. See what you
Jesus
get.
is not gonna.